Welcome into the Sports Buffoons podcast. Yo, boys and girls of the world, welcome on and back again, once again, to the Sports Buffoons studios here out of Lenexa, Kansas, future home of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right, Tanner. What are you? Holy
shit! It foamed over.
I swear to God, man. I don't know what's
what
wrong
is
with
over
you.
your. What's wrong with your fridge?
My fridge. It keeps things cold.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know what's going on over there.
It foamed over.
He decided to crack open a beer or something
Holy
along those
cow.
lines, and things went everywhere. So
Yeah, that foamed up.
well, it's okay. It'll settle down, and it
It'll be
was
all right.
hurting for a squirting or something like that. So,
I
anyways,
didn't expect that.
I didn't know. But maybe we should switch over you to the Yinglings instead of the Michelobes next
Yeah,
time.
probably next.
So, anyways, so thank you guys so much for joining in. Those of you out there, Jason JG is off for the night. He's taking care of some personal things, and of course, it's Christmas week, so I don't blame him for that whatsoever. Tanner, good to have you here live at the show.
I'm here live with a mic, not my phone.
Yeah, you're not a little square in the box
Not a little
on the
square in
show like you are
box.
sometimes. So that's nice. We have a lot to talk about today, you guys. I mean, obviously, this huge news of this past weekend and to yesterday, flowing into today, of course, has been the move of the Kansas City Chiefs coming over to Kansas side from Arrowhead Stadium there in Missouri. Now it's very controversial. We're going to dive into that without a doubt here over the course of the next 30 to 40 minutes, I'd say. But man, otherwise, how you doing?
Good, I'm good. You know, we're on the verge of Christmas Eve, right?
Tomorrow, man. I
Christmas
hope
Day.
we got all of our shopping done. I still actually have two things to get, but it's like gift card related, so it's not a biggie.
I'm all good on my shopping, so we're all clear here.
My hardest part of tomorrow for Christmas Eve is my meal prepping. So like I got to make some scalloped potatoes and deviled eggs, which is very time consuming. Those are two very time consuming type of dishes. So that'll be my thing that I create tomorrow. But I'm planning on making it real good. I'm going to take my time. I love cooking, so I'll make it to where it's well worth the while, without a doubt.
There you go. As you should.
So we already saw what you're sipping on, Tanner, since you spilled it everywhere.
A little bit of Ultra. Yep.
And I have over here myself, got a little Tank 7 here off to the side, as well as, at the moment anyway, a little bit of the Elijah Craig.
Ooh.
So this is not all whiskey, you guys. This is a whiskey with some Diet Coke
With
mixed
some
in.
soda. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so there, if you guys are watching.
That's not bad. That's Elijah Craig's good stuff. So,
Yeah, no, Elijah Craig's good. A lot of people would say you should drink it straight or on the rocks. It can still be mixable in my opinion. It's
it
not
depends which Elijah Craig you're talking about too.
This was like a $30 bottle.
Yeah, I think you can probably mix that.
It's
with
not
a little
Pappy Van Winkle or anything.
No.
It's nothing one of those. But
I generally think the rule is if you spend $50 or more, you don't mix it with the mixer.
Most of the time, that's probably true. It's a good way to look at it.
You know?
Yeah, I like mixing it with some stuff here and there. So, anyways, man, we have had a hell of a last couple days of news. Even going back to last Friday, where the news originally broke about the announcement of the Chiefs coming to Kansas, and a lot of people didn't believe it. Especially the mayor of Kansas City, Quentin Lucas. He was the one that got on to 96.5 radio out here and basically was like doubling down on this is not happening. He went on air with Carrington Harrison and was like, no, this is all fake news essentially. And the weekend went by, and sure enough, everything that we were told was going to happen Friday did happen. And then Quentin Lucas gets to eat crow, And, I understand a lot of people on the Missouri side are very upset about what has happened and transpired over the last 48 hours. But, I don't know. From my perspective, I grew up in Missouri. I grew up on Blue Ridge Boulevard as a young kid and then moved to Harrisonville. For my first 16 years of life, I was on the Missouri side. And it never once dictated to me, in my opinion, why I was a fan of the Chiefs. I just knew them as the Kansas City Chiefs. I knew them as part of my region, my metro, my team that my dad basically helped grow me into, and I had no choice but to become a Chiefs fan. Now, there was a time probably 15 years ago I was cursing at him for making me a Chiefs fan, but obviously everything's been okay since then, more recently. But man, I've never once looked at the situation with the Chiefs and gone, geez, I care so much about whether they're on the Missouri side or the Kansas side. I've lived in Kansas now for 15 years. Never once given a damn about what side of the state line that they were on.
Neither have I.
And I understand, though, Missourians and why they would come from that place that they're at. It's kind of scary, in some ways, for you to lose, especially a successful team like the Chiefs, who've been so loyal to wanting to be in the area for so long, and then to see them literally over the course of you wake up one day and they're gone. And that seems to be kind of where we're at. Obviously, it's not the same as what happened in Baltimore back in the day with the Colts.
By far not, yeah.
Baltimore Colts situation was totally different. But man, what are your thoughts right now on what's going on with the Chiefs and the move to Kansas, and maybe reflect a little bit and have some sympathy for certain people in Missouri, maybe?
I mean, think about it though. Like if you're from Missouri, right? You have the Kansas City Chiefs, the Kansas City Royals currently. And then out of nowhere, you get a new owner, John Sherman and the Royals. And next thing you know, they're talking about leaving Kaufman, right? And that
you got that on top of it.
That was the initial
the original.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? And then all of a sudden the Chiefs are part of this vote of, hey, Royals move downtown, take over some businesses, whatever. And the Chiefs redo some of their area, right? It's more of a remodel in a way.
For a while, the idea was that the Royals would leave, but the Chiefs maybe would stay.
But that's the thing; they would stay. But instead of separating the vote out, they kept it all into one.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure everybody agreed they would have voted yes to the Chiefs of remodeling their stuff if it would have been a separate vote. It was the Royals that caused a lot of that no and that negativity.
Yeah, it was confusing because it was last minute. The Royals did not have a good plan put together, and it felt like the Chiefs woke up one day and threw together some slop.
You too, Hunter.
And
Penn State legend.
The Chiefs' plan also from the get-go was horrible on some of their ideas for upgrading or remodeling certain things.
Correct.
It was not worth the money. It was like $400 million is what they were asking, and to have some activity zones and a couple other nonsense.
They were going to make activity zone. They had like a bridge going through a tailgate thing.
A lot of stuff that you could just tell they didn't put a lot of thought into it.
It wasn't very well played.
And then to me, it never made sense to include the Chiefs in that bill because,
correct.
To me, it was a Royals problem to begin with.
And that was, I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you, 90% of those no's were because of the Royals and the way they treated stuff.
Yeah, because they didn't put enough thought into it.
Because it was very shady in the business aspect.
Absolutely.
All that's like they did a lot of weird
stuff. It felt like the Royals were trying to hide things, and the Chiefs were like forced into a situation to throw something together last minute.
They looped the Chiefs in basically and said, "Hey, if you're not going to vote for us, like you'll vote for them," kind of thing. And obviously, it didn't work for them. So
what's crazy about this is the fact that the Royals still don't know what the hell they're doing for the future. They're the ones that wanted this to happen first.
They're the whole part of the initiative that came into play. And now all of a sudden, this conversation stemmed. Mark Donovan talked about, hey, we're going to look, for the future, right? Arrowhead might not be our future. And he didn't really give a lot of details, but he was like, we're not saying Arrowhead's going to be here forever. And we hear more about the Royals situation, right? We hear more and more about Royals possibly moving to Leawood, the Sprint Center campus, the downtown, some other spots. But you never heard about the Chiefs. No. And then out of nowhere last week, it was Thursday, on my way back up from Wichita, you're hearing the breaking news from Carrington Harrison. So I was listening to at the time about a meeting in Topeka on Monday that, pretty much the Kansas legislative would have to screw it up majorly in order for this not to work. Bob Fesco came on, which we all love Bob Fesco. We all love.
I've gotten to be okay with him over the years.
He's starting to get a little better. But still, he came on to play, and he had some contacts with the was it LCC, whatever it is over there, about it, and he was like, basically, as long as Topeka doesn't screw the scene up, it's a done deal. And then all of a sudden, you saw Monday morning, flags were planted in the Topeka. You already had an announcement being made. You had Chiefs jerseys, pictures being shown. And holy cow, the Chiefs beat the Royals to finding a new home.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Which is crazy because they
Out of
weren't
nowhere.
supposed to be the ones to do that. It was supposed to be the Royals, and they still don't know what the hell they're doing. But the Chiefs thing, I will say that they had been clearly, over time, I don't know if you realize this, had been spending time looking at land in Kansas.
They have been, yes.
And so that was put out there publicly for everyone out there to acknowledge that the Chiefs have been spending time and figuring out where they'd want to be if they went to the Kansas side, especially up by the Legends, which is where they're going. So the signs were all there. Basically, the Chiefs were like, okay, you guys voted no. Okay, well, we're going to look and try to figure out our plans for the future because basically the Royals are going to leave. We don't want to stay here because this place, according to Mark Donovan, which is true, is not worth even investing in any longer in the Truman Sports Complex because of, unfortunately, the part of town that it's in, man. It's not the best part of town. It's not exactly enthusiastic. You're not going to create an environment of people wanting to go spend time there.
You're not creating an environment there that people want to stick around to. You're not going to create good PR anyway. So like if you go around the stadium and tear down some stuff, you're not creating good PR anyway. So it's not a win-win situation for the Chiefs at all or the Royals to be able to stay where they're at, which is very unfortunate. We all love Arrowhead. We love Kaufman. This is not a Kansas versus Missouri theme in this.
And the number one goal at the end of the day, always for the Chiefs and Clark Hunt especially, was that he wants to bring a Super Bowl here to Kansas City.
Yes, he does.
He's wanted that since the day he took over office for the Chiefs as the CEO. And so, we've put other plans in place possibly for that to happen. He knows we needed some kind of a dome or some kind of a retractable roof for that to ever happen. And Clark Hunt is hell-bent on getting a Super Bowl in Kansas City. The only way for him to do it at this point was to move the Chiefs over to this cross state line, put them where he's going to put them by the Legends, and create that domes or retractable roof. We don't know yet.
It's not necessarily that, just getting the funding that needed, like getting the buy-in. Who wants to do it? Missouri kept, not wanting to jump on it. They wanted to keep going back to them. They want to keep going back. Like, hey, we need this much. We need to do this, right? Missouri was not as cooperative in the end, from what I heard, as much as Kansas.
No, exactly. Kansas was like, hey, we'll do whatever it takes. And they did. Kansas freaking gave them the bank.
Here's your stall bonds, man.
Kansas literally was like, whatever it takes, come over here and we'll take care of it.
Wyco and Joko. Yeah. We'll take care of it,
Yeah, and it's unfortunate to see this happen in a lot of ways. I can understand the perspective of Missourians and why they feel the way they do. I also think that it's more of a personal problem than it is the Chiefs' problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Whenever it comes down to it, with the way things unfolded. Because at the end of the day, the Chiefs are running a business, and Clark Hunt is a businessman. Facts are facts with the fact that Clark Hunt's been a great owner for this organization. He's made the right moves along the way to get us where we are now. And so I can't be mad at the situation that's unfolded. If you're from Missouri and you're pissed off, let me hear about it. I'd love to hear more feedback. But to me, it comes down to the people that are in place that let this happen.
Let me ask you this, Mike, here. So when the Royals initially announced that they wanted to move from Kaufman, you were pretty upset about it. I mean, a lot of people were, right?
I've always loved the Truman Sports Complex, and I love the two stadiums being next to each other. I also think Kaufman's a beautiful stadium, and there's nothing wrong with it, just from my perspective.
Yeah, but does the whole Chiefs play, like, does the Chiefs help you with that decision? Help accept that, hey, this probably is the right move to go downtown or go wherever else, Leewood, whatever else?
For the sake of the Royals?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, especially, yeah. Because here's the thing: at the end of the day, when John Sherman took over as owner of the Royals, he was just as hell bent on leaving.
He wanted it downtown.
He didn't care where the hell he had to go.
He came from a downtown stadium.
So for him, it was like, we have to leave this area. And to me, I was like, well, what's wrong with just staying there? You don't need a freaking village. Like, you don't need to create this entertainment district. In my opinion, that's what I was thinking at the time. And I still believe at the end of the day, we just care about winning ball games. Like, So for me, I didn't really like it because I think I still love where the stadiums are currently. I still love Arrowhead and Kauffman being right next to each other, and it's an easy drive for all of us around town to get to the stadiums, and they're also both great stadiums.
They are.
So does it help me? No. Now it makes me want them to move.
Yeah.
Because now that I know that the Royals are by themselves at this current moment, because the Chiefs are definitely leaving, the Royals, you have to move, and you better freaking pick a good spot, because this could end really poorly, because I don't think you want to go to Kansas. If the Royals go to Kansas, this could get ugly. I want the Royals to be a downtown team at this point.
So what? Like, but why? Why why are you okay with the Chiefs leaving versus the Royals leaving? Like, I felt like this one here, I felt there would have been more of a fight from you, or is it because when they came out with their plans, they're like, this is what we're gonna do. Like they made a decision of they know where they were going, they know what they were doing, instead of fiddling, farting around of like the Royals are doing right now.
Yeah.
Does that help in a way?
The main reason I'm okay with the Chiefs leaving is because the Chiefs had a better plan put in place for what they are wanting to do with the organization and with the stadium, with the training facility, and all this kind of stuff. I'm okay with that, because it's going to be predominantly a Kansas-based team at this point. We got the training camp's going to be held in Kansas, probably in Olathe, going forward.
You think so? No, St. Joe?
No, they're that training facility that they're about to work on in Olathe is going to be at K10 in Ridgeview, and that'll also be, I think, where training camp's held.
Holy cow, we can attend training camp every day?
I mean, you could. You take the day off work or half day or whatever you got to do.
What are you talking about? My office will be right there.
It's true. You're right next to where that's going to be. No, for me, it was more one of those things. I knew the Chiefs were interested in going to Kansas for the longest time. And I always felt like the Legends would be a great place for the Chiefs if they were to move to Kansas to go out in that direction. So it made sense. There's an atmosphere out there. There's fun things to do. And it's just easy access. I mean, there's a highway right there that's got intertwined everywhere.
It's not my house.
I like it. I like basically the situation the Chiefs are in with coming to the Legends area. The Royals, I just didn't want to have downtown to begin with, because I was happy with where they were, and I still am. But it's too late. Obviously, it doesn't matter anymore.
Correct. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It's I think you're right on the Chiefs. The fact that they came out, they're not, they know what they want. They know what they're doing. They've accepted what they want.
The Hunts have been buying land in Kansas for a while now. Like they own many properties actually in Kansas that people don't know about or realize. And so it's been a work in progress for a while. And at the end of the day, it just makes sense. The Royals, on the other hand, John Sherman just took over one day and was like, we got to leave. I don't know where we got to go, but we got to leave. There was just no plan in place. It was more of like you just showed up and said, nope, I don't like this place. Let's get the F out of here. And it's been 3 years of this conversation with John Sherman, and he still doesn't know what the F he wants to do. That's the problem I have with the Royals. Is like, you guys
we're still
stupid.
Waiting for that aspect of like where you want to go, because we talked about Leewood, but now you got whatever that's in the Sprint Center campus starting to leave. You don't know. You can't decide where you want to. I know what you want. He wants a downtown stadium. I know he wants a downtown stadium.
Well,
but
I would.
But
make it happen, man.
Why are you looking at Leewood? Why are you looking elsewhere?
Too many games going on.
Yeah, it's just they don't have the plan here, and that comes into play.
Yeah, they got to figure it out soon, though. I mean, the fact that the Chiefs beat them to the punch on moving is crazy to me. And so they got to figure out a plan without a doubt and get it done quick, because 2030, no matter what, the Royals are out. So that's if you're the Royals. I mean, that's your season happens before the Chiefs does that year. I'll put it that way, and something to think about. So,
and we're still waiting.
I think in the next 2 weeks we will hear the Royals make an announcement on their plans.
I think the Chiefs just basically told the Royals, "Hey, you better figure it out," because that just put a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, because obviously it's happening, I can't fight against it anymore. So I just wanted to make a move. And honestly, for the sake of Kansas City, Missouri, as concerned as I am for that city at the moment, I want the Royals to stay. Just because if you lose both teams to Kansas, dude, KCMO is just kind of a shithole.
So,
You have a failed T-Mobile Arena that never brought an NBA or NHL team like they were originally supposed to, and you get the women's soccer team, cool, in North Kansas City, whatever. I mean, otherwise, it's like, man, you're losing out on a lot, and Quentin Lucas is going to look really bad if the Royals come to Kansas.
I mean, think about it too, right? You have such a great spot in the Legends area. There's still a lot of land you can build around. You could still partner with the sports teams there, right? You have sporting, you got NASCAR there, you got the Monarchs, and now you'll have the Chiefs there, and now you put the Royals there. Like that could be something centralized of a Truman Complex way, but better because you do have so many different sports. So that means the only teams that Missouri is going to have professionally would be the Kansas City Current and then the St. Louis Blues. That'd be it.
I mean, we can't claim the St. Louis Blues though.
Oh, we can't, but Missouri can.
I mean, Missouri itself.
Yeah,
but I mean,
Missouri
Kansas City.
itself.
But Kansas City, you can't necessarily claim that.
I mean, quite really.
I'm saying I'm concerned about the Kansas City itself and Missouri side if the Royals were to leave to go to Kansas, because I mean, at that point.
But here's the thing, though.
You're in trouble.
You're looking at the Royals are trying to go somewhere where they can build an event center around, right? And that's the whole reason the Chiefs left, because be able to build the revenue around it. And you have the opportunity on the Kansas side, right there in the Legends area, to do the same thing the Chiefs are doing today. I guess the Cardinals. I guess we'll count them.
Well, we're talking about Missouri.
That's fair.
Look, I'm not talking about necessarily Missouri itself.
I guess.
I'm talking about Kansas City, Missouri, what that's going to look like if you lose both teams.
Yeah.
Like you're going to have one side here of state line that's going to be up and running and like freaking building on top of building of things. Meanwhile, Kansas City, Missouri is going to just decay. And that's the way I see it. And you guys, for my work, I drive all over the place. I get to see Kansas and Missouri every single day of my life. And man, Kansas City, Missouri is a dump. It really is. It really is a dump. And it's not a place if you lose both your top two sports teams to Kansas at this point, like it's going to be pretty pathetic, man. It's going to fall apart even more as time goes on, and it's going to be a scary place no one wants to go to.
I don't go downtown unless it's the Boulevard,
right? Which even that's barely downtown.
Or an event, I guess the Missouri KU game, but that's about it. Like nobody wants to go downtown. So
no, it's not a great time necessarily to deal with everything down there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work that I'll have to go into the Royals if they want to look like St. Louis, like Maddie mentioned. The Cardinals, I forgot about the Cardinals, but the Cardinals have such a great setup there right outside their stadium. You have a set list of restaurants and bars, a Hall of Fame where the old stadium was. Like you can go stand at home plate. Like it's a great setup there in St. Louis. They did a really good job with the new stadium down there and the surrounding areas. I love it, and you have the arch in the background of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I love that. I actually do love the way they set that place up. I just don't think you can do that here in Casey.
Probably not in the same way. Because you're going to tear down some areas to make it work, I think. But man, I don't know. Where else are you going to put it? If you put it in North Kansas City, it's not going to work very well. It's not a good fit to be North Kansas City to me. Honestly, I've always felt like that East Village / Crossroads area made some sense. I know that there's businesses there that would end up having to be taken over.
And they're building up over there too.
But it would help. It would definitely help that area if they could get something over there. This whole 119th and Null thing, dude, that sucks. No,
there's no easy exit.
Ridiculous. No, it's horrible.
You're talking about 435 and 69 highway just getting bogged
and that's something we keep hearing about is this space of land at 119th and Null. And I think that is the worst idea ever to have a baseball stadium over there, especially the Royals. To have that put there, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's not going to be easy access to go anywhere. Basically, Royals, we play a lot of day games, right? 1 p.m. games. Okay, if you're driving home,
oh my gosh,
you're getting off work or whatever, dealing with stuff or whatever, and you try to go that direction and be just a disaster.
Yeah, Mavericks and Independence, that's true too, right? So
right, and the Mavericks are a lot of fun to watch, man. I like watching them.
I like
a few Mavericks games ourselves.
Yeah.
So someone had a comment that 119th and all is baked in. It's already there.
Somebody else is baked at this comment section.
Baked in one way or the other. I don't know which way they're baked, but they're definitely baked. So I just anyone out there listening, if you're from Missouri or you oppose the situation that went down with the Chiefs making their move, I'd like to hear your thoughts on everything. Just because I'm open to opinions, of course, and open to hear what you have to say. Now, I did spend a lot of time last night reading and going through comments of the people that are from Missouri who say that they will never come to a Chiefs game again, and that they're so pissed off about this whole thing.
These comments on X are the best ever from Missouri people.
I mean, it's a meltdown. It really is a meltdown right now. Now I do. So you guys, my favorite website of all time. If you guys are a big Chiefs fan, go to ChiefsPlanet.com. That is the #1 Chiefs fan website in the world, and I've been on there for now 20 years. But there's a poll put out on ChiefsPlanet.com about basically your thoughts on will you stay a fan, will you not stay a fan, yada yada yada. And there's different things you can select. Exactly. And 75% of fans on Chiefs Planet, which are a combination of all Chiefs fans across the nation, said that nothing changes for them. Now, 5% of fans on Chiefs Planet, keep in mind, said that they were done being a Chiefs fan. 5% said they were done. And then another 6% said that they already were a Chiefs fan, that this makes them more of a Chiefs fan by coming to Kansas. But
so that 5%, do we need to go on eBay and get their Patriots jerseys back?
Hey, whatever. Yeah, if they want to be a fan of the Broncos because it's the flavor of the year, I mean, they can do that. We know how these things go. It's one of those where they'll say right now everyone's emotional. That's the biggest problem, is that people from Missouri are extremely emotional.
That's exactly, Maddie, what you're saying right there. What do you think that Kansas fans do? Yeah, you can bring them up.
Which one do we need to highlight here? Hold on.
You can bring them, whatever you want.
Hold on, right here. What's this one? Oh my God. Okay, you stupid.
Don't bring that.
Okay, so they don't know if this will be better. 25 minutes down the road from Arrowhead.
It's a straight shot straight to Arrowhead and the practice facility, right. So it's a great. I love it from this Kansas standpoint.
And the Legends itself already is an entertainment district.
Yeah.
So it's already built
also, in. I get it from Missouri, but now Missourians get to feel the impact that the Kansas do when you have to drive through 435 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon to go to a freaking preseason game and sit in traffic for 3 hours. So, yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I've heard a lot of people crying lately on the radio about how they have to drive a little longer and this and that, but it's like, okay,
what do you think we do?
So maybe, exactly. We're on the Kansas side. They're on the Missouri side. They're talking about driving longer. So basically, us on the Kansas side, who've had to always do that.
We'll give you advice.
We're just used to it, I guess.
We'll give you advice how to treat it,
Yeah, you just
get there early.
You want to get there early. You just deal with it. It's going to be a full day event. So, one of those kind of things.
Love it.
I just at the end of the day, for me, like I said, personally, it's all a personal issue for everyone. It doesn't affect me one way or the other ever. I've lived on both sides of the state line, and living in Colorado too for 4 years, and it's never once been an impact on what I think about the Chiefs or my caring of the Chiefs. We have Chiefs stuff everywhere in Kansas. I hope when the day comes that the Chiefs do move to Kansas officially, that people in Lee Summit still put up Chiefs things, businesses still support the Chiefs and fly banners and flags and stuff like that, because we've been doing that here on this side forever.
So we do have some comments on Facebook that aren't popping up here, Mike. Okay. Mr. Botkins, think Botkins out here. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. You too, Mike. Or Nick, my bad. Nick also said Kansas pretty much said they'll do anything just to come here. More mad it's a dome. Now the dome talks early, right? Mike, you talked about this with one of our guys here tonight here, but like you said, hey, they're saying dome, but don't be surprised if something changes around it.
Yeah, the reason that's a good point to bring up, because the truth is everything that Clark Hunt said to this point has been dome related. He said the word dome many times. He was asked about a retractable roof. He says right now he doesn't know. They haven't met with the official architecture team
Correct.
So they've not been hired yet as of yesterday. But I think that we should not necessarily eliminate the idea of it being a retractable roof. So I think that's very much a possible thing to happen. It could still be a dome because it seems like Clark has used that word a lot, but I just don't want to rule that out that it could be a retractable roof.
Yeah, correct. I agree. And I was talking to somebody today out of state, and they were mentioning they heard retractable dome.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was in Missouri. Yeah, it was in Missouri. They mentioned retractable roof in their wording. So I don't know. I feel like we'll just have to wait to see what the final plan is going to be.
Yeah, we're going to know more over the next couple days and weeks, especially once more news comes out, because I think they will very soon. Clark Hunt wants to get this going now, like quick as possible. He knows that the creation of this is going to take at least 5 years, and so he said 5 to 5.5, as a matter of fact. That's what Clark Hunt said. So basically, he's like ready to get it going now. And so what I would say is like we should know more information within the next couple weeks about what the Chiefs' exact plans are, location exactly, and dome or not dome, based on the architect's plan.
Just past the first of the year, we should have a little bit better idea.
Yeah.
We have George Weston Young, by the way, host of the Bearded Bastards podcast. Appreciate you, George. Merry Christmas. Go Chiefs. He said, Arrowhead's awesome. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same.
No, it won't. It won't. I mean, guys, we need to still soak it in. We have another 5 years of Arrowhead Stadium. So something to keep in mind that we should enjoy this every next 5 years, that we can throughout all this. I mean, as much as you want. It's Arrowhead was never going to stick around forever, you guys. This is not a situation where it's Lambeau Field and you can just have the stadium and make it last 100 years. That was never really going to be the case. The fact the Chiefs Stadium is actually one of the top 5 oldest stadiums in the NFL already is pretty awesome. It shows a testament to how amazing the architecture was to begin with. So, Arrowhead's been amazing, and yeah, to the point, I put it here on the page real quick. There's an amazing firm has been hired around the country. In fact, from the Bills Stadium, the Buffalo Bills new stadium was hired by a firm from Kansas City.
Yes,
and so that might be the route that the Chiefs go with hiring that same crew. So I'd be curious to see if that's the way it goes down.
Don't post that comment.
Which that one?
No.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, don't do that. That guy kills me.
Yeah, we got a couple drunk commenters on here. We're trying to avoid those guys.
Yeah. So Maddie on here on Facebook too. She posts, are the Royals going to stay, which we talked about already. We already know they're not.
No.
But the better opportunity for fans comment was exactly what it is. It is a better opportunity for fans having the Chiefs come into play.
Yeah. No, and at the end of the day, Truman Sports Complex is going to be kind of a ghost town one day, 5 years from now. It's going to be whatever it is,
If you follow me on X at tan12489, you'll see I posted a couple images. We had Spirit Halloween, coming up for Arrowhead.
Mm-hmm.
You have a brewery potentially. So
yeah, you did post a couple pictures. I saw that.
I had a little fun with it. Okay,
You were trying to turn Arrowhead into some other useful thing, like Spirit Halloween.
I actually like the brewery aspect more. I thought that looked really cool. Just on that
giant Arrowhead brewery. As long as they do free Uber rides, I'd be up for it.
Correct,
but they got to pick me up and drop me off both ways. So
that's true. That's true.
It's like they do Brewfest at Arrowhead every year.
Yes,
and,
agreed.
But it's always at night, man. Although I will say this: whenever they do Brewfest at night, 5 years from now at the new stadium, that'd be kind of cool in a dome.
Oh, we'll be going.
And it'll be in a dome, but we'll be there. But also,
we'll be a little closer. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
you live in Oklahoma now, so
I'm closer to Oklahoma, yes, but we can come to your house. You're a little closer. So.
Yeah, dude. Who knows where I'll live in 5 years?
But yeah, like you're. Maddie's talking there about concerts and stuff there on YouTube here, and quite frankly, the big things that I'm hearing on X and other sites is the opportunity to host the Super Bowl, right? People are worried about this minimum 70,000 fan thing. It's not real. It's not real. If you look at who's hosted the last 10 Super Bowls, they're all like 6 of them are under 70,000 capacity. So not a real stat, not too worried about it. But I think the thing that we're looking forward to is the opportunity not just to host Super Bowl, but now you can host a Final Four because now you have the opportunity to have the retractable field and to host a Final Four, which is massive.
It'll be a few things. College football playoffs obviously are now a thing too, so add that to the mix. We're going to see potentially college playoffs being used, for Arrowhead, the new Arrowhead Stadium. So keep that in mind as well as time goes on. And I think it will be more favorable for the concert atmosphere too.
I think so too.
In that kind of situation compared to Arrowhead. Now, you've been to a concert at Arrowhead before. I have not, because I never thought
it would make sense actually.
To me.
Kenny Chesney, George Strait.
My concerts really are very much more intimate, but
but your kind of concerts aren't filling the stadiums.
No, they're not, and I'm glad they're not, because I get to see my people up close.
Yeah, your concerts aren't fill the stadium, but like a George Strait, Kenny Chesney that do the tours out here. There's more to it within that you are able to open yourself up to bigger opportunities.
Yeah. Says gotta go. Talk to you later. Well, if she's still on, thanks for joining.
5:30.
Appreciate that.
We'll catch you.
Heck yeah. And Tay Field at Arrowhead.
Tay Field area. There we go.
Well, I said mine on Twitter earlier. What I think it should be. It should be Community America Field at Arrowhead, or Community America Field at Arrowhead Stadium is what I was thinking. Should be the sponsor.
Hey, Community America has a great opportunity here.
Well, first of all, I love the name, because obviously they're already a sponsor of Arrowhead Stadium. They're already on Arrowhead Stadium. You walk up, you can see them right there. But the name Community America is already a great name. Field at Arrowhead Stadium. I mean, that sounds like a very welcoming thing. So I'm going to push for that to happen. Not that I know anybody that works there or anything, but like I would try to push for that to happen. Maybe I can get some connections.
How cool would that be, though? Like to have that kind of sponsorship and all that. Like, there's a lot of local businesses around here that have the chance.
I think everyone's gonna be fighting for it.
Is it Farmers? I think Farmers just moved into that old Oracle building there off of Legends.
Oh, good Lord.
They just moved in that dual building there next to Hollywood in front of the NASCAR off the highway.
Mm-hmm.
They just moved up there from Olathe. So like they have an opportunity to do some stuff up there too. So there's a lot they can do.
All right. Well, I think, did we get it all off our chest? Did we get our thoughts out
I do want to make the shout out. Tim Grunhard called this out earlier today. The practice field and facilities that are coming to Olathe.
Yeah.
They're talking about, letting the high school teams utilize it, letting the high school teams play on it.
It's going to have 12,000 seats in the new facility.
How cool is that? How cool
it's amazing.
Is that? I love that.
And it's going to be the same field that they use for training camp.
Yeah.
That's going to be the idea.
So
it's good to the kids that are around that area, part of that school district, to use that.
And now you have the potential, right? Instead of going out, southeast or southwest in Kansas and all that, now you have potential to host a state title there at Chiefs practice facility. Like that's.
Oh, you're saying high school?
High school, man.
Like
that's a high school impact. Kids impact.
Play a.
That's what Tim Grunhard was talking about.
Really?
Yes.
You're saying like the Kansas high school state.
Yeah,
title?
They could do state titles there and all that. So.
Yeah, I mean 12,000 is a decent amount.
I mean, St. Louis does it in the old Ram Stadium.
Well, right, but that was an NFL stadium.
Yeah,
at one point. So
yeah. So and Jerry World.
That's where Harrisonville played. Always was the dome, the St. Louis dome.
So like that now, there's your possibility that Kansas and Olathe can get those state title games. Like this could impact not just from a pro, from a concert aspect, but to a kids high school aspect as well. So
yeah, I'm excited for that. That part of
that's opportunistic right there.
Sounds really awesome to me.
You can't do that today.
I drive by that area like every day, so like I know exactly where it's going to be, and it should be pretty awesome for sure. So looking forward to that, and I'm still waiting to hear the official news on exactly where the stadium is going to be out by the Legends. I have looked into it myself, done my most research I can, but I still can't quite figure it out.
Skip out here on Facebook, by the way, says I'm in for Chiefs moving to Kansas. I agree, man. I love every aspect of it. I hate losing Arrowhead. I really do. Why you put his comments up, dude?
Well, we have a nice commenter. He's leaving his input.
Yeah, well, let him comment and don't show it. All right.
Well, he said that, but
I know I'm not doing it. But like I'm up for it. I really I hate losing Arrowhead like you do. I hate losing Kaufman. But now these next 4 or 5 years, we can make it more impactful for when we go, right? Instead of just saying maybe next year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, without a doubt. So I know we are obviously probably more on the more positive side of things compared to some people because I've been online the last 24 hours and man, it's ugly on there. So
the few things I've seen is just it's great. It's great.
Yeah, it's a mess, but they'll figure it out. Everyone's emotional right now, and they'll get to figure it out with their own selves. They got 5 years to let their emotions tame down or figure out. I mean, 5 years is a long time, man. It's a long time. So
I think it's wild to me. So I'm a KU fan, right? So in case you can't read it, see my KU fan. And on my X, right, strictly sports. I have one side of the world talking about the Chiefs and the stadium move and all this stuff. And on the other side of the world, I got Jayhawk fans trashing Peterson, the best player in the freaking league because of his camp and his family now, not telling him basically not play until he's 100%. So I like negativity on both sides, but a little positivity here. And it's just like, holy cow. Never thought I'd be in the middle of such a pickle between these guys.
And I haven't even asked certain people what their thoughts are, just because it's like I want everyone to like chill out for a bit on this whole situation.
Yes, and relax.
I mentioned it to my dad yesterday once I heard the news, but he didn't directly respond to anything. I don't know what his thoughts are, but knowing how he's a more loyal Missouri man than I am, even though he lives in Colorado for the last 20 years, it's one of those things where I could see like even that like bothering him, but no,
it'll be a topic tomorrow night.
This is
my family's Christmas Eve.
This is going to be a great move for the Chiefs.
It's a positive move.
I absolutely think it's a positive move. Obviously, I'm gonna miss Arrowhead and everything, but like we can say that so many times that it's not going to change the fact that they're leaving.
I mean, think about it too, right? I don't know if you were on the tour with me, but I was with my brother, and they strictly said that the architecture of Arrowhead is now officially banned because of the way the slant degrees are. So, like, we'll never get another Arrowhead, that kind of architecture.
No,
again,
which it's steep as hell, man.
It's steep as hell.
I mean, we had seats up top this year, and man, it's a long walk.
You don't have it's a freaking journey. Don't get me wrong.
It's like going to an NBA stadium. Like I've been to down in Oklahoma City. Went to Oklahoma City Thunder game a couple of years ago. And that is like the steepest arena I've ever been in. It was crazy. And so for me, it was like, man, that's steep as hell. But the Arrowhead's like the same way. And yeah, and we have one comment. It's he's not happy about domes. I get it, man. I get it. I'm not a big dome fan myself.
I want the retractable roof, man.
No, I do too. I also want natural grass.
Yes.
You can do that. The Cardinals, even though their field's not always great.
The Brewers do it up in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They have natural grass.
With a retractable roof?
With a retractable roof.
Yeah. That's the way I would prefer to go. I'm hoping that's what we decide on. And I know Clark has not said that one way or the other yet, but once they hire the architecture firm and everything, and then go from there. But I think that could be an option for sure.
I think we just need to pause and realize, like, hey, we got to wait to see the plans before we can really judge on it. So what we're hearing is a bunch of rumors. It's just how it's going to be until we see some actual layouts and all that. Like, then we can react a little stronger.
Yeah, and any rendering you see out there, because I'm sure everyone online, all you guys on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, you've seen pictures and renderings.
They're sharing this one rendering around.
They're all based on AI
it's not real
or someone who put out a picture idea 2 years ago. None of it in any kind of way, shape, or form is true or what the stadium will look like. No one knows right now.
My favorite are they're comparing the Raiders, the Rams, and there's one more new stadium that all look the same in the Chiefs rendering.
No, I don't know. The Bills is kind of new stadium too, but
it's not the same. It's the indoor stadium. So let's wait and see what we got before we do anything.
Like I said, everyone needs to let their emotions tame. Figure things out.
There's a lot of don't fall for the Dane rage bait sites either, right? So there's a lot of people that are I've seen some sites out there, some whatever you want to call them, groups, pages, whatever, of rage baiting basically rage posting and getting a bunch of reactions because they're
You
like
should leave Facebook.
they're like Kansas Chiefs, so like get rid of the city part, right? Because they're on Kansas side. They're still in Kansas City.
That's stupid.
That's not changing. I just know that's not changing, guys. It's not gonna be the Kansas Chiefs. Like, don't fall for the rage bait. So, that stuff just drives me nuts. So,
all right. Well, we spent a lot of time on that, which we needed to, man. I'm glad we did. So, we're gonna ignore that last commenter down there. So Tanner, before we jump over to the easy money picks, let's do a quick talk about man coming up on Christmas night, Chiefs and Broncos. Now, obviously, this game sucks now because Chiefs are horrible, and it's at Arrowhead Stadium. Might be Travis Kelce's last ever game at Arrowhead Stadium, as a matter of fact. And it's Christmas night, so the whole world has to see this unfold.
It's in
and it's not going to be
60, 70-degree weather.
Oh, perfect weather. You could go to the game right now at Arrowhead Stadium, Christmas night with your family. $35 a person.
Yeah,
we'll get you in there and get you a good seat. $35 a person if you want to go to the game.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a deal. If you care about
Christmas Day,
just going to a game.
And you're telling me you don't have to wear up 300 layers. Like
you wear shorts. It's going to be like 65, 70 degrees.
Yeah,
most of the day.
It's gonna be a good day.
It's going to be awesome. But so we did see the signing of Shane Buechele as of, I think it was today that we signed him. Today or yesterday, one of the two. But so we got Shane Buechele on board as the backup quarterback. Chris Oladukin, though, is still the projected starter going into the game with the torn, well, actually it wasn't torn, Gardner Minshew left knee injury is what we're looking at.
Alan just posted here. People don't realize that Kansas City is actually in 2 states. You can tell people don't pay attention in school. So, yes.
Yeah, it's hard for everyone. I get that. It's
a fair comment.
The whole 2 different Kansas City things is very hard for people to understand.
It is.
The fact that there's 2 different Kansas Cities, both with the same name, that are literally combined.
How often in the past years have you related to hearing people say, "Oh, well, Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas is just a flyover state"? That's great. Good trash talking.
When I first moved to Colorado in 2006, everyone in my high school, I told everyone I was from Kansas City. And immediately they introduced me as this kid from small town in Kansas. No, I was from Missouri, as a matter of fact. But they just heard the word Kansas City and just assumed I was from some small town in Kansas. And I had to correct everyone. And they kept calling, I've always been a Chiefs fan, kept calling the Chiefs the Kansas Chiefs. And I was constantly having to correct people in Colorado about that. And I'm just, what's funny about that now, maybe they were foreshadowing and I didn't realize it about the Kansas Chiefs because, now all this time I've spent correcting people who had no idea about geography or no idea about the fact that the Chiefs didn't play in Kansas. They played in Missouri. And all this time I should just go back and find every single one of them and apologize and say, you know what? You were right all along. It is the Kansas Chiefs. God damn it. So
should have.
Anyways,
you apologize, dude.
Anyways,
we get back to it. No Minshew. Minshew did not tear his ACL, but he's out for the rest of the year, which is very unfortunate for me because I enjoy Minshew and I was really happy to see him as a Chief. And well, here we are. Oladukin, Shane Buechele. I think we're up to.
Let them roll out, man.
I think we're up to almost 10 starters missing as well in total.
Yeah, Trey McDuffie and Jalen Watson, I think, are both out in this game. Yeah. Now, my only problem that I want to get into for just a second is the fact that we saw in this last game, Andy Reid and staff still would not play the young players. Jeffrey Bossa got like no snaps. Jalen Royals
nowhere to be seen.
Played like 3 snaps, or if that, maybe 1. And
Dameon Pierce
was inactive. None of it made any sense. And we already know Isaiah Pacheco's not in the plans for the future. And what is the point of all this? Like, you want to see your 4th round pick, your 5th round linebacker, like, get out there and get some playing time going into next year. Why are you playing Drew Tranquill out there and Jack Cochran? Like, get Jeffrey Bossa some damn reps. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever to me.
Yeah, it's just not good, man.
It's stupid. It's freaking stupid.
It's not.
And then, like I said, the Patriots signed Eli Mitchell. I hope he blows up for the Patriots in one of these games and
I do too.
has a big game and makes us look even dumber.
Because Henderson should be out there for the Patriots. So it sounds like, that's probably why you signed Elijah Mitchell to the active roster. So, yeah. It's just wild.
This whole season altogether, man, it's a lot of dumb shit. And, Andy Reid was asked about Matt Nagy today. And Andy Reid was like, oh, yeah, he deserves a head coaching job. He deserves a head coaching job. I hope he does. Hope he's hired by the Titans or whoever else.
Whatever gets him out at this point.
But also, Andy, you don't look great either right now. You look like you don't know what the hell you're doing. So I can't break this game down, you guys. I'm not here to break down the Broncos and Chiefs. I'm here to tell you the Chiefs are stupid.
Like you and Jason were talking about it a couple weeks ago about Andy Reid and stuff. And after watching the Titans game and seeing the playing time that some of these guys got, man, this is starting to feel like the Eagles when they started making their downfall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was the downfall's end of Andy Reid's era with the Eagles.
Yeah,
at that point,
I
don't know, man.
I got optimism. I don't think we're at that point because of what we have around us. It's just let's get through the year. Let's just get out of the year.
Andy Reid's biggest flaw, in my opinion, is a couple different things. Actually, a lot of it's his own ego. He cannot get out of his own way, of his own ego, when it comes to coaching. He also cannot get out of his own way when it comes to familiarity with his coaching staff and players too. For whatever reason, he can't get over the idea of someone new coming along that had no history with him ever before to come in and have a ability to speak their mind and to be a part of something that Andy Reid had never, been a part of them with previously. It's the entire freaking reason that Brett Veach is our GM right now is because of Andy Reid. And because him and John Dorsey didn't get along. And I've gotten into this 1,000 times, and I'll do it again at some point in the offseason. But, he does not get along with people that are not like-minded. You got to be a hive mind for Andy Reid to like you. And that's something that can get a lot of people burned that I think is a big problem with Andy Reid's ego.
Yeah. It's just – I'm just ready to get out of here. Let's just get to the offseason already.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to break down this game, you guys. This game, I'm going to watch every freaking minute, just like I did last week.
Yep.
I will say this: I watched the entire game last week in bed. I just laid in bed and watched it because I was like, I'm not freaking moving.
No, I was on the couch. I was on the couch watching it.
And so, I'll watch every second of the game.
Hell, after Minshew went out, I was just like, oh, well, it's been fun. It's been cool. This is the whole reason I was watching was Minshew. See what we got going into, potentially start to next year. And then he gets hurt and walks the locker room the way he did. And I was just like, damn, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling.
No,
you got Creed and Trey Smith, very frustrated, which I kind of hate seeing because I like those guys a lot, No,
everyone's pissed, man. Everyone's pissed.
Upset.
Everyone's mad. Upset. Travis is doing his best to just take it all in at this point. And
they will be closer. What are you saying, Mom?
That's it.
What are you saying, Mom? They'll be closer. They'll be fine. They'll get over it. They'll get past it. And we'll start next year with excitement. So.
Yeah, I got some faith in next year to be okay. But let's just say we've learned a lot about the fact that Patrick Mahomes has made up for a lot of suckage on this team.
Yeah, you did.
I'm going to put it out there.
I will say don't expect a lot from this game for Denver against Denver. All Dukin out here, it's not going to be pretty. Shane Michelle ain't going to be any prettier. Hopefully we can see some Dameon Pierce, hopefully some Jalen Royals, but I don't think it's going to matter much. I personally think there was a Broncos fan I saw on X trying to talk trash about ending or ruining the Chiefs' Christmas, and everybody in their world was commenting back on their post because I clicked on it, and he made another post saying, "Well, I thought I was talking trash, but apparently I'm not." So
he's a little out of touch, I guess.
It's not a good time. Good timing is everything. So, look, I expect a big blowout here. I did win $10 off of the Titans after Minshew went out. Titans minus 6.5. I got it live. So I took $10 and threw that on there. So I ended up winning another $10. So anticipate doing the same thing with Denver in my bets this week. Is it 13.5 still?
Yeah, 13.5.
Yep, for the spread. Denver covers.
Is that your easy money?
No, it's not Mason.
Oh, okay.
Not
Well,
Mason.
all right. Well, I'm not even going to give her like a score. Like
I don't have a score prediction. They lose by 14 at least.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, as they should. So
they lose by 14.
Yeah, I'll go with that. We'll just go with that. We're not even getting numbers.
And I'll still watch the dang game, dang it.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for it. Really.
You know what? I'm next week. I don't want to talk about it next week.
Right now, by the way, the Chiefs picked 12th overall in the draft. I want to get us to top 10. Top 10 is the goal. That would be awesome if we can get a top 10 pick going into the draft, and that is the only thing we care about right now.
With Minshew out and all the other starters out, there's no reason why not. Actually, the Raiders might lose to us, but that's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe. Well, yeah, we'll see how bad it is. All right, Tanner, tell us our damage, I guess.
All right, time for your easy money bet of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new to this show here, going into week 16, the easy money bets, each of us put in a couple bets that we figure are locks. We have not been very good this year.
No, it's been a really bad year. We have not been
really
good
this year.
Really
bad. So let's start off with the worst. The worst here entering for week 16 here.
This time it was me.
It's Mike. It defaults to Mike here.
I can't get it, man.
Green Bay money line. Bears won in overtime. Bucks -3. Panthers take care of business.
Barely.
The Broncos -3.
Jags win.
Jags took down Denver at Denver pretty easily. 0-3 week for Mike. Not what he was up for. Next worst there is JG. JG had Ravens -3. Lamar went out. It was game over. And they benched Henry. I don't know why. I don't get it, but whatever. Henry did not play. So Ravens -3 is his pick. That did not hit. And then myself, I went 2-3. I had only 2 wins of the group here this week. Lamar sucks. Yeah, sucks on your fantasy team. My losses here were DeAndre Swift. I had him over 70.5 rush plus receiving yards. 70.5 was the line. He finished with 70. Can't make it up. Bijan Robinson over 125.5 rushing plus receiving yards. He had the over in that, so we have the dub. Chain, I figured he'd get a little bit more looks there with the Quentin Ewers or whatever. Who is it? Quentin Ewers?
Quentin Ewers. He sucks ass.
Yeah, he's awful. Put 2
I watched him at Texas for a couple of years, man. I
don't know why they bother with Ewers.
Oh, God, he's so bad.
So, but anyways, he did not finish. He finished with only like 90. He needed 116.5. Puka Nacua over 92.5 rushing plus receiving yards. He get that over just fine.
225
in
the air for him.
It's insane. And then my NBA pick here for the Thursday was a Seward Thompson for Detroit. Had the over 10.5 or 15.5 points in rebounds. He had 10 leading in towards halftime, and then he got ejected. So we did not hit that in that range. So 2-3 day for myself. Real quick here before we hit that comment. JG 7-11 for the year. Mike, you're 12-18, and I'm 17 for 26. The Buffoons are 36-55, leading into week 17.
Dude, this is by far our worst year ever. I've never been under 500, and I am 12-18. You said
12-18.
That's horrible, man. And we have until the Super Bowl to get this rectified somehow.
We got 2 weeks.
Or rectum.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
If you know what I'm saying.
Well, 2 weeks for the regular season.
I know, but we're still going to go. We're going to do our bets every week.
I got till week 20, so don't worry.
We're still going to do our bets till the Super Bowl, right?
We can, yeah.
It's our last chance. Last hope and a prayer to get back to 500, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. All right. What's our comment, Mike?
Well, it's a little off topic. I was going to see if we can answer this right after we do our pick. How many picks do you got?
I have my 5.
Oh, you got 5. All right. Well, real quick, from Smoking Pots. Ultimate question seems to be, which county is going to take the brunt and property tax, or is it statewide sales tax?
I'm pretty sure Wyco and Joko will take the brunt of this. I don't think you're going to see a bunch of a state sales tax thing. Yeah. You're going to see the increase here in Joko and Wyco for Kansas side. So
that's the way it looks. I think Wyandott's going to get the majority, but Joko is going to get a portion as well.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, people smarter than myself when it comes to this stuff, they're saying a lot of Wyco and Joko are going to take the brunt of it.
Yeah. Wyco gets the majority of it, though. But, yeah, we will get our own – we will get our own portion here in on XO Olathe area.
Yeah.
So that's for sure. That's coming as well.
Yeah, good hit. Good hit, Smoke Pots. It's very true.
But as I said earlier, man, we're going to know more as time goes. We're going to get more details. We're only on day one, essentially, of the information we just learned yesterday.
Correct. We'll update as we know more on our side, too.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do yours first, or should we announce the other buffoons? Let's go ahead and announce his. What was his picks, Tanner?
All right. JG I hear sent him his. We're going to do a Houston plus 2.5 over the Chargers this week here. And he also has Bengals -7 against the Arizona Cardinals at home against Cincy for that game there. So,
all right.
That's his 2.
Okay. Good enough. We'll go with that. Let's hope we get some wins, man. We got to get some wins on the damn board.
He has a 2. He's a two play. So
I'm only doing 2 as well myself today.
What do you got, Mike?
I'll just tell you right now. I'm not even going to dive into it, but Broncos 13.5. I like them to cover the 13.5. I like the Broncos to win the game by 17. I don't really see any reason why they wouldn't. And they need to go ahead and lay it on us and get a win at Arrowhead on Christmas night, and go ahead and they're still fighting for that 1 seed and the AFC West. Keep that in mind. They got to beat the Chiefs and then the Chargers week 18.
That's right. Chargers win against Houston. It's going to be a hell of a week 18 matchup. So.
And if the Chiefs are without McDuffie and Jalen Watson, it's probably not. There's going to be some flaws in that secondary. Not that they already didn't have problems, but those add to the mix, I guess.
Yeah.
And then one more. We got Colts and Jaguars in this one. Right now, the favorite is Jaguars 6.5. I like them to cover that over the Colts in that game. I've loved watching Phillip Rivers last 2 weeks. I think it's been fun. I watched his game last night, and man, it was kind of cool to see him throw some good balls and the way he was orchestrating the offense. Man, you don't see that a whole lot too often anymore. The way he was running it, he actually didn't do a bad job. He had a pick 6.
Yep.
The linebacker read that shit and took it back for a pick 6. But Rivers has still not been that bad. But Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are playing really well right now. Jacoby Myers has been a great addition, as I knew he would be. And I like the Jags to take care of business and win by over a touchdown in that game.
No, I think you're favored too because Riley Leonard's going to be starting for the Colts this week. So
is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. When did that announcement come out?
This morning, I think.
Why?
Yesterday or this morning. So
why?
They just last I heard they were moving on. So.
Already moving on from Rivers?
Yeah.
So you're telling me he came back, got his insurance, and he's done after 2 games?
He got what he needed, man.
Man, I was wanting to see more Rivers. He did an okay job. Wasn't the worst I've ever seen.
One of the worst.
Riley Leonard's going to be way worse.
That's what I've seen. It doesn't mean we won't know till the game time. We won't know till later, but that's what I've been hearing.
Put your money on the Jags to win by a touchdown.
I like the Jags.
Jags by 7, at least.
All right, we'll start here. We got 5 picks, of course, going to play. We got Tyler Shuck, best freaking rookie in the league right now, over 219.5 passing yards. He's hit this 3 of the last 5 games here.
Gunslinger.
He's hitting against bad teams, and he's going against a bad team at Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans.
That's a good team. They just destroyed the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, that's an awesome team. I like Tyler Shuck here to continue to lead the team out here. It's not far from home, and it's outside. I don't really care. Give me over 219.5 passing yards for Tyler Shuck for that day. And let me pull up my screenshots here. I was making fun of Rios. All right. We're going to head back to Cincinnati. Guy that I've been hammering here the week in, week out for the most part, Chase Brown. Chase Brown has only let me down 1 time in the last 3-4 weeks. So his prop here, rushing plus receiving, is 80.5. This guy's hit it consistently 8 out of the last 10 games. He's hit the over in this prop here. He's total for the year. Oh my gosh, go away. It's the worst having screenshots. He's 8 for 7 on the over versus under for this prop here for the year. I see no reason why this guy doesn't cover. He's a big part of this Cincinnati defense, and they're going against the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, give me the over 80.5 for Chase Brown. Next up here, Amon-Ra St. Brown, baby. Go Detroit, going at Minnesota. Last time they played Minnesota, he surpassed this line, and he's due for a game. Detroit's due for an easy team, and they had to play Max Brosmer. They should have plenty of opportunity here to have an offensive chance here. Give me Amon-Ra St. Brown over 78.5 receiving yards. He's hit this prop 9 out of 6 for the year as well. 9 over 6 under. Make it more clear. Next up here, George Pickens, 78.5 receiving yards here. I like the over in this one. He's hit this. He's 11 on his over props, 4 on his under on this prop number here. And quite frankly, he's going against Washington. They should have opportunity to pass. Both teams are not good. So it shouldn't be much of a run game. It should be a passing game there. And George Pickens has a chance to – I'm pretty sure he has a chance to lead the league in receiving yards, dude.
Yeah, he's on the top 5 right now, but
I think he's top 3.
Yeah. He's up there.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So there's a very good chance there. I like the over there, 78.5 for George Pickens. And then finally,
imagine if he'd actually try every time.
I know, right? It'd be weird. My Christmas Day bet. Brooklyn at Philly. Michael Porter Jr., baby. He's been
NBA on me.
He's been playing on a freaking different level here. We would have been 3-0 on our separate bets if somebody didn't get freaking ejected in the game last week. Right now, his line at points and rebounds is 32.5. He's had 15 on this line alone. He's done 15 times over this line here versus 8 on the under. I love what he's having here against Philly. He's going to have plenty of opportunity. He is basically one of the guys, if not the guy there in Brooklyn. Give me the over of 32.5 for Michael Porter Jr. on the points and rebounds aspect.
All right, some fun ones. I like that you did throw in that NBA one at the end there, Tanner.
I mean,
it's Christmas. Again, I get it.
I would be undefeated if it wasn't for an ejection. So, and it was the lamest ejection I've ever seen. Not really ever seen.
There is some
pretty bad ones.
Awesome games this weekend. Saturday, of course, once again, awesome games. And really, Christmas Day is going to be good games until the Chiefs play.
I don't know about you, Mike. Last week, I had a lot of fun with the afternoon slate. I was pretty close to hitting a nice little parlay.
Oh, yeah.
I took Jags at plus money on the money line. I had Arizona plus money on the money line. I had Pittsburgh on the plus money on the money line. And the only team that failed me was Arizona. Arizona was up, going into the middle third, late third. And then in classic Arizona fashion.
Some fun ones. And we got, of course, Eagles and Bills this week. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
In Buffalo. So, yeah. And then, of course, one we didn't think would be this great at this point of the year, Bears and 49ers, both 11-4.
That's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a great game. And honestly, I don't think the 49ers are as good as the record looks. They've been beating a lot of bad teams.
Maddie, are you in the Super Bowl?
I thought Maddie was leaving.
Hey, she came back.
Oh, okay.
She came back. Are you in the Super Bowl? Speaking of which, we talk fantasy real quick.
Sure, go for it. I'll let you handle that.
It's weird,
Well, you're in the championship with your bro, right?
Yep. Connor and I are in the Buffoons Super Bowl here for this year here. So this week matchup here, Connor and myself, my brother and I. It's going to be a Dawson Super Bowl here in Mike's League. So very excited there. And then I'm also in the Let's Talk Sports Super Bowl as well this week. So going against Uncle Rios. They're the Just Fans guys. So very excited there. It's going to be a fun time for it. But we'll see what happens. It's fantasy football, man. 1 week you can score 190. Next week you can score 90.
Yeah, but you and Connor both went all in
we did
on this season. So, which next year you guys are going to miss some draft picks. So keep that in mind. But this year you look good. There was
Stage league.
had one.
Are there any special parts?
Perks for Wyandotte Joker residents will get first shot at seats. Yeah, that's stuff we don't know yet. I don't think, man. Like it's one of those things where we're like I said, we're only on day one of knowing anything about this situation. So that stuff, we'll have to wait and see because once more announcements are made, then we can dive into it. But as of right now, man, I can't lie to you. I don't want to lie to you like a certain mayor in Kansas City did the other day.
Hey, Will?
They will stay in Kansas City, Missouri, right? Yeah, that's what he said. But I digress.
Yeah, that'll be something that we'll pay attention to here. Kind of picture, yeah, Green Bay resident. That's a good question. I'll have to answer. I got a few people I work with up there in Green Bay, so
yeah, he's fairly familiar with some of them.
Yeah, I'll give him a yell and see what I can find out there. I don't know if
it's a whole different thing though with Green Bay being that it's fan owned.
Yeah, it is correct.
Rather than Clark Hunt.
So that very well could be a whole different aspect.
Yeah, Green Bay's situation is very different than what the Chiefs are dealing with in Kansas City.
I know about 8 different owners of Green Bay.
It's a publicly owned franchise compared to the Chiefs who are owned by Clark Hunt.
Yeah.
So
I know about 8 different owners. So take it with what you may.
Yeah, one of them is one of our podcasters, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maddie's playing for third. Hey, go get that money. Go get that money back. Hopefully, you're playing for money back. So,
yeah,
do it.
Yeah, that's how we do it in my league. Is third place gets money back.
I don't know. He said it's a staged league. That's what I'm saying. So,
if it's staged, then is it staged in his favor or not? Because I don't know.
Oh, obviously not. Because look what he has to deal with next year.
Oh, he doesn't even know what next year is going to bring.
Yeah, no idea.
I don't think he even realizes what next year is going to bring.
He's going to get all first rounders, right? Yeah.
I'm hoping he wins the game this weekend, so that way he can the money that he'd get money back. He can just let it ride for next year.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, he's not going to want to pay. It's going to be that bad.
Maddie, I'll share with you tomorrow my the week winner, that Basement Bird Fantasy Football that I use, so you can now have it at your fingertips. So take care of you this week. It's all data. So rigged. Yep, of course. There it is. There it is. I see him on there. That's what we went for. So, all right, man.
All right.
It's been fun.
Yeah, I'm glad we had this conversation, you guys, and I appreciate you all so much for chiming in and giving your input on the move of the Chiefs to Kansas and what that means going forward.
Let's get rid of the rate comment.
Oh, okay. And guys, next week I think we're probably gonna have to do the show once again next Tuesday. It's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment because it's gonna be once again the New Year's Eve next Wednesday. So we'll probably do their Tuesday show and kind of go from there. I think so.
That's fair. That's not a. Hey, if that gets you third place, let's go. Yeah, don't ask him. Don't ask him. That's a bad idea.
Oh boy.
Smoking pots out here.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys figure that out. I think.
What's the matter with Stonehenge? Yeah. Love it. All right.
We got to get out of here for the night, and we'll be back next week with hopefully more information. And after a Chiefs loss, which means we're going to be picking top 10 as of next week. Right now we're 12th. Let's get top 10, God damn it, and get a better draft pick. So, anyways, guys, I hope you have a great Christmas and enjoy it with your family. And watch the Chiefs game. God damn it, watch the damn Chiefs game. Just
enjoy it.
Just root for the other team. Yeah, I know it's the Broncos, but man,
don't root for the other team.
I know.
Root for the Chiefs.
Root for the Chiefs to do what?
Why would you root for the Broncos?
I want the Chiefs to fail.
I don't want them to fail.
I do because Andy Reid's stupid. Doesn't want to play players that need to play.
Care.
I do care.
No, if we can,
how about you play young players that need to get on the field?
How upset would the Broncos be? Like Broncos fans would be in just. Oh my gosh, they would lose it.
I'm ready for a Broncos win 42-7.
Give me Oladukin for the dub, dude. Come on.
42-7. Broncos. So.
Tanker.
Anyways, we'll be back.
Yeah, watch the Chiefs win. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. Get that dub.
Now Shane Buechele might actually save us
Yeah,
I could see
he
him
very
making
well
the
could.
comeback and getting
Shame.
thrown in there and make it a win.
We had to sign him. Remember that 2 years ago? We had to sign him to the freaking active roster because people wanted to steal him. So
I know.
you know,
Shane
Could
Bouchel
be a
might be okay. I think he's better than O. Dukeland.
yeah, he is.
So we'll see who plays the most. So, all right, we got to get the hell out of here, man.
All right, we'll be back next Tuesday. Catch us right here.
Merry
on
Christmas.
The Buffoons.
Y'all enjoy yourselves.
Have a great
we'll
Christmas.
Be back next week.
See
you on the next one.
See you. Julie, wherever.